was born to be rich.
I was born to be rich.
Wealth follows me.
Wealth follows me.
I have lots of money making ideas.
I have lots of money making ideas.
It is good to be rich with tons of money so I can help others.
It is good to be rich with tons of money so I can help others.
I attract tons of money.
I attract tons of money.
I am a money magnet.
I am a money magnet.
I attract money.
I attract money.
I manifest big money.
I manifest big money.
I create money easily.
I create money easily.
Money flows to me easily.
Money flows to me easily.
It is easy and fun to make money.
It is easy and fun to make money.
And last of all, I am rich. Amen. Joshua, grab 2 more of these sheets and give it to the people that came in the back. Now, those words ain't just pretty words that you just read. They real. You just think they're not. If you repetitiously repeat this every day, you will begin to believe it. And what you believe will come to pass. The reason people are sick and die quickly from cancer is because it's not the cancer that kills them, it's the mindset that kills them. You're constantly thinking, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. And you die. Let me tell you a story. Can I tell y'all a story? Y'all want me to tell y'all a story? Oh, okay, it's my show, I'm gonna tell it anyway. There was a man one time, he was diagnosed with cancer, lung cancer. They died, he told him he had 1 year to live. He said, I'm not gonna take no chemo. Just not, I'm not gonna live that way. But what happened to him was, he found a hobby. And that hobby was growing plants. He loved to grow plants. That was his hobby. So the people knew that he had 1 year to die. He was a very, popular person. No one had seen him for a year, so they kind of figured he had withered off and died. But really, he had found a hobby because he was rich. He found a hobby. See, rich folk can just have hobbies and sit at home while other folk do the work. So he was told he was going to live a year. A year had passed, and they saw him downtown. He was buying flowers because, he took up the hobby of buying flowers. And they looked at him and said, what you doing alive? You said you had a year to live. He said, yeah, I know that I was told that, and I know I told everybody that, but what I did was, I forgot to die. He forgot to die. So he didn't die. He lived. So y'all gotta forget about being poor if you're poor. Forget that you're poor. Know that you're rich. This ain't no pretty saying. Now this is real. If you take it as a pretty saying, you're gonna go home and say, oh, he just was talking a bunch of stuff that just ain't right. I know I can't be rich. I ain't talking about here today just being $100,000 a year on your job or whatever. I'm talking about actually having millions of dollars. This is what God gave me to give y'all. It's kind of different for me. You can have it. So many people go down in misery and poverty because of that subconscious mind. The minute you get a good idea and you're excited about it, you may tell someone about it, or maybe you won't. And 10 minutes later, something comes and tells you, you can't do that. You know you're smart enough. You know you ain't got no money to do that. And all of a sudden, you just put your head down. Yeah, you're right. I can't do that. And then 20 minutes later, I can do it. And then 20 minutes later, you can't do that. You're up and down. So if you're in a confused mode, you can't do anything until you change that mindset. Really, it's called your paradigm. Your paradigm. Anybody know what a paradigm is? Raise your hand. I've been teaching on it very rarely. Okay, a paradigm is other people's habits that's been passed down to you from generation to generation, where your mother and father told you from their great-grandparents how to live your life on what other people based on the outside. The outside world says, you got to do this to prosper. The outside world says, if you don't do this, you can't have that. The outside world says, if you do this, we'll give you that. Most of it is a lie. If you step outside the box, you'll find out. You'll be looking around, and you'll find out that people have been lying to you. That ain't what you said. Oh, yes, it just looks like that. Oh, I believe what we say. And if you believe what they say, you're going to be labeled, and you will be, and constantly will be, a servant to they and them. They and them want you a servant. But see, because they and them know that if you ever obtain this knowledge of how to get rich, I ain't talking about how to be well off and all these things. I'm talking about rich. Well, you can wake up in the morning and say, I like that BMW I saw last night in that commercial. I think I'll go buy two. I'm on the edge. This is the edge. If I fall off, help me. Money is not a myth. A myth is something that's not real. Money is real. They and them don't want you to know it is. But once you believe what they tell you, they got you forever and ever and ever. And then you're going to be wishing, I'm glad the Lord take me home. I'm a Christian. I said, well, why do you wish the Lord take you home because you're a Christian? I'm just tired. I said, why are you tired? Then I don't have to really keep going because I'm going to look around. Oh, I know why you want to die. You ain't got no money. Y'all know it's real. People are tired of hearing preachers talk about money, which I don't care. God gave it to him. Creflo Dollar, he just really nailed it. But Creflo Dollar's a really smart guy. But let me tell you something else. You ain't got to be smart to have no money. You just got to be persistent, consistent. If not, you won't have no existence. I am persistent. You cannot tell me that I ain't going to do something. I'm going to do it. I will try anything of good nature to get to where I'm going. I will have 10 companies in the next 3 years. Nothing will stop me. Nothing. Except for God, but he's not against me because he told me how to get it. That's why I'm telling you. How many people in here